Welcome everybody back to the Radical Marketer YouTube channel, where we talk about how to leverage credit, how to leverage social media, and how to make money online. So if those things interest you, smash that like button, demolish that like button, and punch that subscribe button. I make videos twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and you do not want to miss it. If this is your first time on my channel, thanks for stopping by. I promise not to waste your time. We give you all stuff and no fluff, no crazy transitions, talking head videos full of data points, real and raw conversations, and then a community called the Radical Marketer community that comments and answers your questions or gives their experience, so that way we can all get a better idea of the topic at hand. So this is all about serving others. So smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and then comment your thoughts, your questions, anything to do with credit. You can put it right in the comment section below. For all of you radical marketers, double salute. It's because of you this thing is blowing up. I really enjoy doing this channel. I love getting to know you guys. I love being able to answer your questions. I love just seeing people win in life with just some nuggets. It's so valuable to see something that you make a video and you don't know if it's going to affect anybody, and then somebody's like, yeah, I got $30,000 because of that video. It gave me the idea, and then I went and tried, or I got my credit together, and then boom, it happened. So this channel is like my baby, and I love it, and I care about it, and I care about all of you, believe it or not. Even if you disagree with me, I care about you guys. That's why you'll never see me negative in the comment section. I'm always edifying and praising and encouraging. So salute, comment on this video, anything you want, so that way other people can see it. Okay, guys, without further ado, we're going to talk about the personal credit cards that I have, okay? How I have a total of $231,000 in these credit cards right here, okay? Now, this is just on the personal side. In this video, just so you guys can get ready of what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about what cards I have, what my limits are, what they started off at, my experience with the cards, whether I recommend it or not. Because some of these cards I don't recommend, okay? So I'm going to talk about, do I recommend them? Do I not recommend them? What was the limit when I started? What limit are they at now? Were they hard pulls or soft pull credit limit increases? And then, yeah, so you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. It's going to be a lengthy video. I apologize about that, but I want all of the content out there for you guys, okay? I don't want to do micro videos on all this. I will be doing individual videos on each of these cards eventually with intense data points to them, but this is just an overview of how I got this $230,000 in credit cards on the personal side. That's not including my business credit cards. That's not including my personal lines of credit, okay? So I have a lot more credit out there, but these are my personal cards that helped build all of the wealth that I have as far as on the credit side. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. So smash the like button right now. Comment your favorite credit cards. Comment your journey. And I would love to see your guys' journey. Comment the cards you got, the limits you got, and just your experience. Show people that it can be done. Give people hope. There's not a lot of channels doing that, and I want this channel to be one of them. So go ahead and do that. All right, guys, let's get into it. So the first card is an invisible card, okay? Why did I say it's invisible? Because it's a fintech that I wish I never, ever, ever, ever applied for it. Okay, so if you hear about this company you don't want to apply for, it's called Grain, Grain. I have a video about it. Check out my channel. Check out all the playlists in my channel. There's something for everybody. But Grain was a fintech company that I saw from a YouTuber. I'm not going to name the YouTuber's name. Didn't give me enough data points on it. Got the credit line for $1,000. Maybe I just wanted credit. I got excited and I did it. Wish I never would have done it, because guess what? I can't get customer service to get in touch with me. I can't close out the stupid $1,000 line of credit. So I've kind of given up on it. But if anything ever negative happens, I'll dispute it and try to take it off my credit completely. But right now it's just an aged account, but I wish I never would have it. So $1,000 is in green, okay? That's a credit card, line of credit, whatever you want to call it. The second card, and I just did a review on this, guys, is the Bank of the West Cashback World Mastercard, okay? Let's talk about it. Why did I get this card? Well, I got a pre-qualified offer, said I was approved for $10,000 to $20,000 in a credit card. That got my attention. The second thing is it said it was 0% for 12 months on purchases and balance transfers. That got my attention because, you know, I love it. 0% APR cards. And then there was no annual fee. So the nice thing about that would be I don't have to product change into this card or out of this card because there's no annual fee. So I don't got to worry about an annual fee being charged to me. And it's a 0% card. Why not if I'm going to get $10,000 to $20,000 limit? So I got the card. Long story short, it took me a week to get my approval. My approval wasn't 10 to 20,000; it was 3,500. Every time I called into customer service or needed any help with online banking because it was horrible, they were completely incompetent. Okay, they were horrible. They still are horrible. They hire the worst people in the world. You can check out the review and get a good laugh. I kind of went in on them. But the good news is in 12 months from when I got this card, I can apply for a soft pull credit limit increase. I will do the increase. I will put some spend on the card so that way I qualify for the increase. And then I'll get the card increase because I don't like low hanging fruit on my credit report. Okay, so $3,500. I don't recommend the card. I would stay away from this card. Don't apply for this card. Okay, next one. The Navy Federal Platinum card. Now this is my most recent card. Why did I get this card? I wanted to try the late night hack for myself, and I got a ton of videos about that. You guys have heard me talk about it. I wanted to start building data points with Navy Federal. I will be using this card. I will be increasing the limit on this card. I will be getting the cards with Navy Federal. I will be building an incredible relationship with Navy Federal. I love the credit union. I believe in the credit union. I love how they serve the troop. I support the troops. $3,500 limit. The late night hack didn't work for me, but I explained why it didn't work for me in the Navy Federal playlist, so check that out, okay? So this is $3,500. I got this card also because it's 0% balance transfer fees. That's incredible, people. 0% to move your money from that card to this card, okay? And if I would have done the late night hack right, this could have really been a huge blessing to me. Right now, it's really not, but it will be one day, okay? This is going to be my dating card to Navy Federal so I can start working my way into the credit union. So 35, we're at 8,000 right now between three cards, okay? The next one is the U.S. Bank Platinum card, okay? Why did I get this card? Well, 18 months of 0% interest got my attention. Actually, it was 21 months at the time. 21 months of 0% interest got my interest, and so I applied for the card. I did a full review on that card. You guys can check that in the credit card playlist. Make sure you check out that playlist and go through the different cards that you may be interested in. I give you the real raw data of my personal experience or other people's personal experience. So I got this card. First of all, before I even applied to this card, just so you guys know, I did the gardening tactic. I had a U.S. bank account for 6 months before I actually applied for this card. Had pretty much close to perfect credit when I applied for this card. And guess what I got approved for? A $2,000 limit. I was pissed. So pissed. So what I do, I call, try to get it. And they wouldn't tell me if it was a hard pull or a soft pull on the credit limit increase. And I still don't know. If you know if it's a hard or soft pull increase, comment below. They give me this generic lawyer answer. Yeah, it could be a soft pull, but then it could be a hard pull, depending on what we find. That's not going to do it for me, right? So I could lock my reports. I could have them run this. I will try them to do that one time. The good news is I used the card and I got an actual automatic increase on the card from $2,000 to $4,000. So now this is at $4,000, which is better, but it's not great. But hey, we're getting there, okay? So $4,000 on this card. Do I recommend this card? I don't recommend this card. I don't recommend this card because they're going to start you off at a limit that is unreasonable. It's going to take you months to even get an increase, and then you wasted all that time on a 0% APR. So in my opinion, this is a complete scam. Unless you have a huge relationship with U.S. Bank, stay away from this card. So these two cards, stay away from. Wish I never would have applied for either of them. Seriously. The U.S. Bank, a little bit less because this could increase my relationship with them and my internal score with them for other products, but I'm not too big on conservative lenders. I kind of hate U.S. Bank. So we're now at 1,000 with grain. We're at 7,000 between the two of that. We're at 8,000. Now we're at 4,000. We're at $12,000 in credit. Okay. The next one we got is the Discover It card. Okay. This helped me build in my credit journey. This is the oldest card so far that I've had. I got this card. Ask Sebi recommended it. I got it. At the time, I wanted to diversify my cards, and I got that started at a $1,500 limit. It's now at a $6,000 limit. I've done many videos on Discover. You guys can check that out in the comment section. on the playlist, but I've done how to get massive increases with Discover. I've dissed on Discover. I've praised Discover. You guys love Discover. You guys have actually changed my opinion on Discover. The thing you have to worry about with Discover is this. They're going to give you a low limit when you start, but they're going to have that secured card that graduates into the unsecured card, so I like that. Discover is a good way to build credit. So the secured card to the unsecured card, you can get a low limit, and then you can utilize the card and get soft limit increases every 3 months, 2 months, things like that. And then you can work your credit line up there with Discover. Now, is this going to be a primary card that I use? No, but this is going to be a card that I recommend for building or starting credit by far, okay? This card also, you have to be careful with the soft limit increases is if they don't like what's on your credit application, they can request to look at your tax returns and hold your account hostage. Okay, I've seen people comment that in the comment section, kind of similar to an American Express manual review. So you guys need to be very, very careful about what you put on credit limit increase apps for Discover. Just throwing it out there, okay? So yeah, Discover, $6,000 on this card now. Not gonna do the math. You guys can do the math. Next one is the Hilton Honors card or whatever. It's not the Aspire card. I'll tell you why. When I applied for this card, it was the Aspire card. Okay, I love this card. I love this card. This is a keeper card. Why do I love this card? There's no annual fee on it. When I'm gonna start traveling again, I can bump it up to the Aspire and product change into it at no additional charge and be at diamond level status all over again. Okay, I'm still at diamond level status, but if I ever wanted this to be the Aspire card, which is probably the most premier, one of the top 5 premier personal travel cards, I can do that. There will be a $450 annual fee, but believe me, I'll be doing a review on that card, and it is beyond worth that annual fee. The nice thing about this card, though, is I can go up and down with American Express. They've always given me internal offers on this card to go up and down to different cards, so I've always gotten additional Hilton points for certain amounts of spend. So I absolutely love this card. Out of all of these cards that I've listed so far, this is a keeper card. I use this all the time. This American Express card is phenomenal. Okay, like I said, it can product change. This card has got an $8,000 limit. At one point, it had a $25,000 limit. The reason for that change was I had opened business cards up, and I'd moved that limit to the business card so I could have more funding that wouldn't report to the personal credit side. So this has only got an $8,000 limit, but I can product change into it. I can increase the limit on there whenever I want, but I'm now after business cards, so I'm not really messing with it. Doesn't really matter to me. But $8,000 on the Hilton Aspire card, or Honors card, whatever you want to call it. The next card would be, sorry guys, I just don't want to show all my numbers. The Amazon store card from Synchrony Bank. Okay, that's gonna have a $10,000 limit on there. I got it because I wanted to do a lot of shopping on Amazon for drop shipping, different things like that. There's 0% for a certain amount of months based on what you spend. So it was a 0% card for big purchases. It's from Synchrony, and Synchrony has soft pull credit limit increases. So Navy Federal, I got that one. This one's a soft pull. US Bank, we don't know if that's a soft pull or a hard pull. Navy Federal can be a soft pull depending on how you do it. Discover is a soft pull. American Express is a soft pull. Amazon store card is a soft pull. You see a pattern. I go for soft pull credit cards, and I never really apply for a personal credit card unless I can get a soft pull because the credit limit increase game is for me. You guys like my mug? I designed it myself. That's right, it's Ohio State, baby. Go Bucks. Hope you guys like the Buckeyes. So Amazon store card, 10K on that one. The next one is an invisible card. It's going to be the PayPal credit card, okay? Now, the reason why I got that card is 0% for 6 months on purchases. I use PayPal all the time when I'm doing business. It protects my purchase. And then to split up a large amount, I've done a lot of business with that card actually because of that 6 months, 0% interest. It works for me really well. Obviously, I could put a 0% card and link it to my PayPal. I just like using that PayPal credit card. I know it sounds crazy, but they're from Synchrony Bank. With Amazon and PayPal, I started off with a $4,000 limit. Got it up to 10,000. That's the maximum limit allowed with both of the cards. So I'm maxed out at the maximum exposure limit for both of those cards. So 10,000 on PayPal, 10,000 on Amazon. Both of them are Synchrony cards. Okay, so I'm in there with Synchrony. The next one is Pottery Barn. Okay, why did I get this card? Well, it used to be with Community Bank. Yeah, I believe Community Bank. It could be Synchrony. I forgot. But Community Bank, I'm a big Pottery Barn restoration hardware guy. I like bougie furniture and clean stuff. So I had applied for that card, and I had known that it was going to be a soft limit increase for credit line increases. And so I worked this bad boy all the way up to $20,000. So it's got a $20,000 limit on there. Because whenever you're buying furniture, it's expensive, right? So the last thing you want to do when you're buying furniture is put $10,000 on a card that only has $13,000 limit available. Now you just crash your score. Credit lines could be getting slashed. So you want to always be careful with furniture cards because they'll give you a larger limit, but they'll want you to spend and max out your utilization. So on this card, I got it with the purpose of getting up the credit limit high and then getting random purchases whenever I wanted to. That card has now been bought out by Capital One, so now I'm back in the Capital One ecosystem. It wasn't my choice, but I am. So we'll see how that goes. But that's 20,000 there. Went out of order a little bit, guys. There, I'm sorry about that. The next one I have is the MGM card from First National Bank of Omaha, FNBO, or First Bank card. That card right there, I love the MGM card. I started off with a $15,000 limit. That is the starting limit on that card, by the way. So if you want a high limit credit card, that one's going to be a good one. That was actually a pre-qualified offer based on how much money I was spending at the casinos at one time. So I had always been in their ecosystem. So I got the MGM card because it gives me free parking at MGM resorts. I live here in Vegas. Whenever I'm going around, I can obviously park for free. And then if I ever use the card, I get so much points, and then I can turn that into free slot play, whatever the case is. I don't use the card for that. I use the card because I wanted I got the card for the status, so I could status match, and then so I could also get perks and benefits just living here in Vegas, utilizing the casino. So what I had found out is that card is going to have a $15,000 starting limit to it, which is great. The card also, when I got the card, I got it at the same time as the U.S. Bank, the Bank of the West run, all of that. So I exhausted my credit inquiries, and they gave me a $15,000 limit. And that was like the last card I applied for. So I was super stoked about that. So do I recommend the Amazon, the PayPal, the Pottery Barn, and the MGM card? I do. I don't regret those decisions at all. The MGM card will have a hard pull, just so you know. First National Bank of Omaha can be tough for some people, and it was a hard pull. It will be a hard pull for an increase, but I'm not going to get an increase on the card, so it's all good. The next one is going to be the Citi American Airlines card. When I first got this card, I got the Platinum one, and then I moved down to this card because this card has no annual fee. And I built this card all the way up to a $20,000 limit with Citi. I get 0% offers all the time on this card. This is a card that I've used quite a bit. I don't regret this card. I love this card. I love Citi. I'm a Citi fan. I don't know why people don't like Citi. I'm a Citi fan. Citi works for me. I've heard that they've gotten tougher to work with now, but I have a great relationship with Citi. I get balance transfer offers all the time, 0% offers all the time. I'm going to keep getting the limit up a little bit more, and we'll see how things go. I might even do another Citi card down the road. But right now I'm building out more business credit, so I'm saving inquiries for that. The next one I got is the Platinum card from Wells Fargo. When I had started the Citi card, I had a $3,500 limit on it, and I got all the way to $20,000. With the Wells Fargo card, I got that one at $10,000 limit, and it's now at $20,000. I've done 2 increases. Actually 4 increases, $2,500 a piece increase. Wells Fargo is going to be a soft pull. Citi's going to be a soft pull. What you're noticing right now is I'm diversifying between, I'm not putting all my cards in one basket. American Express, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, Citi, right? Synchrony, Comenity. Why am I doing that? The Navy Federal, because I'm diversifying the institutions that I do business with, so that way if something were ever happen with cards getting shut down, things like that, with a pandemic or with a recession, I'm not left hanging dry. So I believe diversification is so key, and finding banks and targeting them and having them compete with one another. The next one I got is the Apple Card. Okay, I like this card. I don't know why people hate this card. The rewards kind of are crappy with some areas, but this card is just going to keep getting better. And I like this card. I started off with $5,000 limit. I'm at a $20,000 limit. Soft pulls the whole way. I like that I can see my spending. I just like the app on the phone too, but this Apple Card, I don't regret getting it at all. It was much better than some of the other cards that I got, but it's got a $20,000 limit on it. Keep hanging with me, guys. The next one is going to be one people probably haven't heard about. It's going to be UNFCU, United Nations Federal Credit Union. This card actually goes up to a $100,000 limit. It sure does. Higher than Navy Federal. UNFCU, I've got an entire review on it. Check it out under the credit union playlist. You guys can see that. I'll maybe do an updated review here soon. That credit union is probably the best international credit union in the world. You can buy foreign real estate easy with them. They service ambassadors of all the different countries. They're very humanitarian. They have great credit products, great student refi loans, great home loans, foreign and domestic. They got great lines of credit. They got great credit cards. I mean, the card is phenomenal. It's a $50 annual fee. And I really enjoy the card a lot. I actually secured the card with $20,000 of my own money, and then it will unsecure in a year. So that year is coming up, and it will unsecure, and I'll get my 20 grand back. But that was a way that I did have to use an inquiry for it, believe it or not. But it's cool. I didn't want to have to use 2 inquiries, so I just bit the bullet, did that, and built out data points with the bank. Did the credit card gardening strategy there with UNFCU. UNFCU is a credit union I look to do a lot of business with. We're doing a lot of reviews on them soon, but been focusing on Navy Federal with a lot of the stuff going on in the world. So they have a $20,000 limit. The next one is the Restoration Hardware card from Community Bank. As you can see, the dresser, the bed. I'm bougie with it. There's my cat. He says, "What's up?" His name's Sonic. I had started this card with a $7,000 limit, and I got it all the way up to a $30,000 limit. So Restoration Hardware is expensive. One bed can cost $5 to $10 grand, and there you go, right? So soft pulls the whole way. I adore this card. The reason is it helped me build my credit lines. It helped me build my credit. I actually have a video about how to do quick increases with Community Bank. Check that out on the credit limit increase playlist, okay? The next one I got is the Alaska Airlines card from Bank of America. I got that card because I was living in Washington State at the time. Alaska goes all over. Hawaii, it's hubs in Seattle and Alaska, and it take me all up and down the west coast to Vegas, to Arizona, to Cali, to Mexico. I love the Alaska card. I got that card. It was my second credit card ever. And that card has now got a $30,000 limit on there, from a $10,000 to a $30,000. Yes, it did 2 hard pulls to get there, but that was a card that I was using to build my credit. So, sorry, Bank of America. I went into my next one. Bank of America had no hard pulls for my credit limit increase. It started at 10, got to 20, got to 30, and so now I have a $30,000 limit with Bank of America. Great relationship with them, and that was a big card. And the last but not least, this card I'm going to be doing a review on very soon, but it's going to be called the Barclays View card. You can't even get this card online as of filming this video. It replaced the Apple Rewards card, but I had started with the Apple Rewards card at 10,000, did 2 hard pulls in my credit limit increase journey, and got all the way to 30,000. Barclays then replaced that card with this card, which may be available to the public soon, or it may not be available to the public soon, but I'm going to do a review on this card. It's called the Barclays View card, and I love it. Okay, it's $30K on there. So that's my review, guys. It took me like 25 minutes to get all that information out there. So Barclays, I recommend it. B of A, I recommend it. Apple, I recommend it. US Bank, don't recommend it, but it's better than the other ones. Bank of the West, don't recommend it. Navy Federal, do recommend it. Discover, recommend it. Amex, recommend it. Synchrony, recommend it. First National Bank of Omaha, I recommend it. It was good. Every card in here but Bank of the West and Grain, I recommend. Okay, and I'll be doing, like I said, reviews on all of these different cards more in depth, so you guys can get some more data points, so we can start conversations on them. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 cards. Remember the Grain and the PayPal. 17 cards with $231,000 limits between all of the cards, and then I have another $35,000 in personal lines of credit. So I mean, that's $260,000 plus in personal credit available to me, and then I have the business side as well. So that is what I have. Go ahead and comment your credit journey, your cards, and then the limits they went to. Any questions or strategies, cards you recommend, put it in the comment section. Any questions about credit, put it in the comment section, and I'll get to those comments in 24 hours, and then the team here, all the radical marketers in the world, will help you guys with your data points. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.